Hey tappers, let's talk about possible versus probable and how it might make all the difference in your tapping sessions. Now, when we do EFT, there are three critical aspects that need to be included, and those are cognitive behavioral therapy, exposure therapy, and acupoints. This is all about cognitive behavioral therapy. In layman's terms, cognitive behavioral therapy is shifting the perspective that you have on what it is that you're focusing on. Turning something that was negative into a positive thing, or at least a learning experience. Turning something that feels disempowering into something that can empower you in the future, and so on. So when you are doing a tapping session, what you are tapping on isn't something from your past or an irrational fear, such as a phobia, but maybe something that actually happens quite often. It's very logical to consider it happening, and you're worried about that happening for you. This is a way that you can approach it to still find where your points of empowerment are. Because things do happen. What's important to consider is how likely it is to happen. So let's say you drive to work every day and you have a fear of getting into a car accident. So is it possible that you are going to get into a car accident and pass away? Yes, because you are driving out on the road. But how probable is it? Now, if you're approaching this by looking up like national car statistics for the vehicle you drive or accidents within your area, that can be a place to start. But if that just gives you more anxiety, let me give you a few other ideas. Considerations that you can look at for probability are what is within your own control. Do I need to drive a car? Yes, I can't walk to work. Would it make me feel better or safer to take public transportation? That's a consideration. Do I wear my seatbelt? Do I have good tires? Am I driving the speed limit? Do I have windshield wiper fluid? Do I have good windshield wipers? Do I allow myself enough sleep so that I'm alert when I need to be driving? All of these things are considerations, and all of them have a drastic impact as far as your ability to react and to put yourself within a parameter of safety in a highly variable circumstance. But how do I wrap this into a tab? Let me give you a quick example of that. So if my fear is of I'm worried about dying in a car accident, this is how I'm going to approach it. I am not going to tell myself to not be afraid of it because it is a possibility. My brain knows that, and so denying it straight out of the gate is just going to get me non-cooperation from my brain, and we won't get anywhere. As I consider that it is a possibility that I could get into an accident as I drive, I wonder, what are the factors that could make that more likely or less likely? And are those factors something that I can control? Weather. I can't really control the weather. Driving in bad weather. Perhaps if it's bad enough, I could call in to work. Traffic. I cannot control that I drive to work at the same time as a lot of other people. The time I drive in traffic. If it would make a difference for me to leave 20 minutes earlier or 20 minutes later, maybe that's a discussion I could have with my employer. How much attention I'm able to pay, or how many things are going on around me. Maybe I can look at specific routes that I drive, or specific tools that I have to help myself feel more calm or more alert as I drive. Even though I cannot predict everything, and I cannot control all of the factors, and car accidents do tend to happen, there are many things that I can do that are within my control to make it way less probable for this to be something that I will actually have to deal with. I wonder, is my fear, my level of fear, appropriate for the level of danger? And then you can go ahead and tap into that and see how much anxiety you feel like is logical or acceptable for you to have about this fear. And a lot of times that can get a lot lower as you talk it through and think through different pieces of empowerment that you have, even though a whole entire outcome may be out of your reach. I hope this is helpful. I can help you tap on this in different ways with different subjects. Just let me know where you are with it, and I'm here for you. I'll see you soon.